prevented the reverse 3-0 to become the Week 7 champion. And Hologram scouting out that dash and punishing all the check. And stuffing that wake up forward dash. That forward dash is very tricky and needy actually, because his hurt box temporarily disappears as he's moving right past you while you're in the standing animation. So you're not very much on point with your meaty timing. He will dash right through you on wake up. But he definitely won't be getting out of this 1-bar cash out. Oh! Get clipped by the low, but still jumps to grab? Grim Ripper, you are a courageous man. Or should I say courageous wolf?
Yeah, that was very ballsy. And that command grab somehow going the right way for Hologram. Takes the first bar health, gets one instinct dash on deck.
And I think that looks like an awesome select there. I think he was trying to go either a trip life or a command grab to beat out that dash on wake up. And either way, he would still be safe if he didn't get a hit, or if he did get a hit, it would definitely work to his favor.
And right now, YungTate and Chronicle in this top 8 first round are in must-win situations.
Right out of that run. Grim Ripper not canceling the run, that's going to cost him. In a very bad position right now. Hologram's instinct is still in play. Full resource and 1 bar going away for that shadow grab. Cross-up setup. Oh, he got the Thunder Ultimate! Hologram, you savage! Come on, man. I happen to be a dog person.
Hologram has done a good job of blowing up those air gaps already, as we saw earlier. Against all those Trailblazers, it almost acts the same way.
Wow, that's a heavy auto.
Very good. He's gonna go for the cross up. Does and goes for the immediate tech throw off the light kick. And what's gonna be the setup? Goes for the ambiguous jump heavy and going for the manual heavy and the huge damage. This is gonna be close to killing, but not close enough. Gets the instinct dash. And again, the non-cross up heavy. And buttons from Hologram. Spaced out perfectly. Grim Reaper not able to press the button in between. And the range on that medium kick. So huge for Thunder in the neutral.
Oh my god. That dash does not work out for him. And Grim Ripper's instinct is still in there, but he hasn't yet used it. His early lockout is going to hurt big time for him because it's going straight to maximum ender level. Grim Ripper's still sitting at full resource, waking up with the sweep.
The risks we take.
Oh, but he gets a little too greedy a combo, and Hologram getting a free breaker on the verge of landing another ultimate. DP anti-air.
Oh, and the patience from Hologram looking for Ripper to take a chance, and that's gonna do it! We get another one! Oh, man!
Alright, so the wolf doesn't work. The toad doesn't work. Get Hologram off of 1 life bar. And his dashing is not working out for him because Hologram is scouting it.
Yeah, it's crouch slice. That's something that's kind of useful in fighting games, that opponents that continually try to approach you, always them with the crouch normal. That's almost universal across most fighting games in the FGC right now. And wow, the buttons from Hologram and that medium kick off all the lights, paying off twice now.
And that in turn leads to establishing a lot of respect at the mid-range, because then it opens up all sorts of options for you, including dash up into attacking. Which usually isn't a thing because you're committing to unsafe movement just to close the distance a lot more, so it takes a lot longer for you to be able to press a button afterwards. But when you are hesitant and looking for certain options in the opponent, your reaction can get delayed.
And just wake up, shadow command grab, reverses the position.
Could we see 3 ultimates in a row? This is looking very likely right now because Hologram with that cash out, getting clipped on the back dash with that charge heavy claw from Sabrewulf. Which, by the way, is still +2 on block even if you don't charge it.
And using the hit stun off that close medium kick to try to generate some kind of mix, but does not. Ripper still here, it has to guess.
But Ripper not reacting that instinct dash.
And we get another one. This man, a straight up savage. That's how you start off a top 8 right there. 3 ultimates in a row from the big man.
That guy now. Here we go. Look at YungTate, and YungTate getting the air-to-air to kick off this match in top 8. Going right in. no regrets had. Waterhorse trying to fight his way of the situation because he knows if he blocks any of these daggers, he's just giving YungTate the opportunity to have access to a homing unblockable attack, which you are not avoiding at all. Oh, nice block on that setup.
And utilizing that added mobility with the puddle punch to build some
Glacius
space.
doesn't really have any decent way of overheads on the ground.
And the crouch heavy just hit behind Maya. Good lord, that move alone has upset Waterhorse this round.
That crouching Fierce has one of the most unholy hitboxes you'll ever see in Killer Instinct. But right now, YungTate is just armed of his daggers, and he tries to dash right in. He gets them back, but at the cost of eating a Shadow Shatter. Oh, that could have been a huge whip punish for YungTate, because he did dash past that Shatter. So the risky cold shoulder. I think it's a medium version, so as only -5 when safe, it's definitely made safe there. But there is YungTate's instinct. Waterhorse, watch out for it. Tries to set up that hail to prevent the jump in, but it's clipped anyway. What a juggle from YungTate. And he's still sitting on full resources while being ahead by 50%. Well, he was until Waterhorse finally got that opening. This is where Maya does not want to be. Shadow DP to beat out that grab. And tries to get away punch, but that jump kick completely whiffs. Shadow shoulder? There it is. Waterhorse getting the punish, keeping it short and simple.
And very good. He kind of feinted the cross-up and then brought it back over. That was such a good block from YungTate. And now we're even here on health and blocks the cross-up this time.
And there's a crouching Fierce punish from YungTate to ignore that armor. And he gets it right into danger, but Waterhorse finds the breaker just in the nick of time. And YungTate not jumping the shadow because he was expecting to hail way too much. One more hit could steal it for Waterhorses. And he gets it! There was nothing YungTate could have done there. If he had jumped to eat the hail, he would have lost that round.
With some clutch factor over 9,000. Let's see if he can hold on to it coming in to game number 2.
Alright, Waterhorse opting for zoning approach despite not having the life lead. Interesting decision. And that reversal then leads him to getting punished. Nice jump kick. Not able to convert off it because he did all the backwards jump on the way up. But he still finds a corner advantage. That hail will link into a follow-up off the grab. Knockdown setup. Hail prevents his... Actually, YungTate could have done a Shadow Tumble kick to get past that hail and punish the reversal, because it has projectile immunity. But YungTate obviously didn't remember he had that option, or decided not to try it for some reason.
And the unblockable, that's something you just gotta hold, unfortunately.
But the price you pay for blocking against this character, which is absurd.
Yeah, it's a very steep price to pay, I'll tell you that. Looked like he went for a Mantis under there. May have dropped it, I'm not too sure there. And caught him just not blocking there. Waterhorse is trying to mount another comeback.
If he did go for the Mantis, he did it without his dagger. And you need both with daggers to have access to the Mantis. And what a punish on that cross-up puddle punch. Once again, YungTate is holding the life lead, but we saw what happened in the last game where Waterhorse brought it back. And there's the Mantis to catch out that damage. Tries to get the meaty, but Waterhorse disrespecting him with that wake up and getting another backwards jump kick, which does connect as an overhead. Again on the ground, Glacius doesn't really have anything in the way of overheads. They all come from the air. And we don't really see that many lows from Glacius players being used. And there's the Shadow Tumble kick to get past that Shadow Hail. That reversal is no longer made safe with meter. Another result of the 3.7 patch from last week.
And eating this is going to close out for YungTate, tying it up at 1-1. We might have our first of the night.
The character and the matchups in the game just make all the difference.
Yeah, or seeing an Gargos in the same position in top 8.
Okay, why do we have a warrior girl and an ice alien screwing up my house? This is unheard of. That hail going straight over with YungTate's head. And now he's got to fight his way out of his corner trap.
Oh, he finds his way out.
Jump out.
He's going to generate some stacking pressure of his own. Baiting out the puddle punch again. We saw that early in game number 2 to get things going for YungTate.
YungTate commanding respect with that meaty. Waterhorse finding the breaker and immediately putting that hail onto the screen, trying to prevent YungTate from getting carried away with his dagger tosses. So that he doesn't add resources to Maya's arsenal.
And Tate has just played the spacing game so well against the hailstorm that Waterhorses is putting on full screen.
I don't think Waterhorse has been using the ice lance all that much. Which I'm surprised, because it's practically a safe poke now. But he is using those jump kicks. So I guess it's something.
Yeah, he used them to their fullest.
YungTate tries to find that anti-air, but no dice. Jumping backwards to get away from that puddle punch. Or that may have been a raw liquid eyes. I don't know. He was an instinct. Speaking of his instinct, it's gone now. Alright, YungTate challenging that hail so he doesn't have to deal with these setups. Finds way in, but Waterhorse immediately breaks the light manual. And it's very dangerous to break at that instant.
Let's see if Waterhorse can hang on to this lead, but Tate finds his way in. Immediately gets the lockout. He's going to come up the bar, and he's going to try to kill him right now.
And he gets the kill. Once again, looking very even.
And the hit.
Yeah, I like what YungTate is doing to counteract that hail.
He's done a great job of not getting opened up and too
Only
early.
this time the shadow. That is not looking very good for YungTate. And also, all of his cold shoulders just went completely unpunished by YungTate. He's letting Waterhorse get away with a lot here. Let's not block that jump kick.
And I like this from Waterhorses, looking to catch Tate jumping out of this barrage of hails, which is exactly how he's been getting out of all of these setups. He's just simply jumping and moving around them. And I like
coming in jump kick.
Yeah, I like that he's trying to scout that.
Oh, the shadow pump is going to be a huge whip punch for YungTate.
I think that
not that damage. Or I could be wrong. He just even it up.
Yeah, 40%. But you know, Waterhorses looked like he tried to react to some movement in the heavy lockout. This should do it.
Oh my goodness, YungTate, are you kidding me right now?
He's just trying to trigger everyone with that post Daredevil Season 2 Frank Castle PTSD. That's in everyone. Invoke that fear.
Yeah, that was a very good interruption on that shatter, but that hail was there to interrupt the rest of his punish attempt. So the best he could have done there was trade with a sweep to at least knock him down and maybe keep a trace of his advantage despite the fact that he would still have that hail up.
And very good jump
out.
out.
I remember right, if you're holding the hail to get knocked down, the hail gets released immediately. All of that shadow just became blockable because he blocked the hail first.
And Tate has tried to jump out of the corner 4 or 5 times, and Waterhorses is just not allowing him. Oh, throws him out of the corner into the dagger though. This.
I like that YungTate chose to jump that shadow hail instead of trying for a shadow tumble kick because it would not have reached in time. And another grab, gonna take the first round for Waterhorses. YungTate is on set point right now, but Waterhorses showing that he's not out of this just yet. Gets clipped on the way out of his liquid eyes, very good stuff, and awareness on YungTate. Oh, tried to challenge that hail, but the dagger did not quite touch the hail.
Yep, allowing it to be released and actually punish that jumping attempt. But
that was a good jump, YungTate. That doesn't quite kill, and you gotta watch out for Waterhorses' instinct. That could have been a follow punch anti-air, but he armors up anyway to get the grab trade. You're going to jail now, YungTate. You're gonna need a lot of bail money to get out of this, and right now your chances are slipping away because Waterhorses is just showing him no mercy. That hits overhead with this time.
Tate almost has his instinct. So close.
Yeah, rapidly abusing liquid eyes to make sure he does not have to block those daggers. That's very effective for him. Because then he restricts Maya's ability to build her pit. Alright, that trade is still okay because Waterhorse has another life bar to work with, but YungTate does have 2 bars.
And just empty jump throw, and that is going to do it. We're going to go to a game 5 like we thought. Those first 2 matches were so close.
Very strong adaptation from Waterhorse, as you pointed out. But that wasn't a strong start for him. YungTate coming right in with that air-to-air.
And this
air-to-air.
This is YungTate's cross-up life in this game.
Gets a sweep knockdown.
And off to a good start.
Alright, he can't punish that cold shoulder this time because the hail is making him safe. That's why players will generally show Glacius a lot more respect than is otherwise warranted at times because they're so worried about the hail interrupting their punishes. Power does not quite get the meaty in time. That Shadow Cole's shoulder comes out so fast.
And the hail tracking down Tate. And so does the health lead. And that's just going to chip out. So smart from Waterhorses there.
That was smart from YungTate to take the chip and not let him get a combo. Because otherwise, Waterhorse would have come into this round with one bar at the ready. YungTate trying to find that air-to-air. And now he's down one dagger, so his options have just been limited. Got down both daggers, got one of them back, but the cost of getting opened up on that backdash.
Waterhorses has been much more aggressive, especially with that shoulder tackle. And I think it's throwing Tate off just a little bit.
YungTate panicking, trying to go with the daggers a little too hastily there for his own good, and is leaving him open to all sorts of punishes. Waterhorse is looking so dominating right now. If only Glacius had ultimate. Oh, doesn't walk out of that shatter in the nick of time. YungTate reduces danger, and he hasn't even got Waterhorse off the green health yet. That air-to-air will not work out for him.
And expected to jump, but Tyke barely getting the conversion at the end of that flip kick.
Okay.
It takes the bar.
Okay, YungTate Instinct. 2 bars and 1 dagger pit. Could he actually do this? Is it popping instinct to trade with that hail? And now Waterhorse bar is gone, and that dagger saved him from that jump kick, which would have closed out the match. There's the cash out. Waterhorse has no resources.
It's a final punch, and here we go.
But now he's gonna have instinct. And he's gonna pop it. But he's not gonna block that overhead. Oh, and he techs the grab! That would have closed up the game if he had not teched it there. Such a brave tech from YungTate. Oh! And they put the back.
Player. But that's in the past, as we called it. Base is gonna go with Mira in the run back with Mike and Ike.
So far, he's already off to a good start. Spending a little bit of his health, but already getting that damage output up there in the clouds. In the clouds, he missed right through that jump in. Will that be a command grab for health? No, he will dash up for another grab. First for damage, oh, the health gain.
And opting for another grab, and the dirty cross up front base. Mike and Ike. And I'm getting
and there's the instinct.
Cancel.
No shadow counter on that triplax. The last thing you want to do is let a Thunder player get away with murder. But right now, base going to deny him his momentum and build that health right back. As well as depleting Mike of his instinct.
That's exactly, that is the best position possible for a Mira player. Is to cash out on the damage and then get all that health back to start the next round.
But of course, when you're fighting in Thunder, the second you see they have at least 1 bar of Shadow stock, it suddenly changes the whole game. But not in Base's case. The flip out into an early instinct cancel on the overhead, but Base not biting on the Shadow counter this time. Exceptional awareness from UA Base, but the whip punish confirmed into the Shadow back, and that will take a quick first match for Base just like. While dashing in repeatedly, goes straight into a low for the triplax. Base not watching his head. Oh, an early drop from Mike. I don't know what that was about. Oh, almost caught the back dash. The second hit of the overhead comes in too slowly to hit. If he had just built a little, if Mike had just built up a little more bar, he could have shot a triplax through those bats like nobody's business. But what a block at the cross up. Not a good block that time. And that's a quick cash out because all the potential damage built up fast.
Yeah, 37 and Mira, one of the most damaging characters in the game, naturally.
Mike and I totally forgetting you cannot cross up in the corner without knocking somebody down first. I mean, then it's hard to do. There's Killer Instinct, we don't allow for corner cross up.
And catching the dash back with a drop kick on that DP. Looking to use a hit stun to generate something, doesn't get anything going. Mike and I, he just opens up with the low. He's gone for overhead so many times, he's trying to condition people to block high. And that's where it pays off.
That's 3 times in a row that he's eaten a heavy triplax, expecting a command grab. It's a really good fortitude because he didn't have that much health to work with, but all the same, if he lets Mike catch up so fast, then his opportunities are going to diminish. TPs do the bats. Dashing right past that jump kick. Oh, DP came out of the air. Exactly what Mike needs. Drop kick. Oh, pop his instinct on reaction to the dash, but gets clipped by a Shadow DP. He gets caught trying to jump out after that block, but you cannot jump out against this character while his instinct is in play. Especially if you already blocked an attack.
Oh, there's gonna be some big damage here for base.
Oh, look at that damage. And none of his bar was even silver at the time.
Went to reset it again. Was Mike and Ike, and that might cost him here.
And that will do it. Base going up. But right now, the start is not looking so favorable for him. He just let Base get that clean jump in, probably expecting a cross-up, and it didn't work out for him. But now he is in the corner with exactly what he wants him, but he has to be wary of Base miss, because it will go through his meaty if timed appropriately. Right now, Base not really trying it. Instead, blocking a wake-up. The heavy kick's gonna get beaten out by the DP. Base finding the breaker, and that will give him some positional advantage. Mike charging up his instinct dashes right away. I would say that Mike doesn't need to go in, but then he runs the risk getting chipped out by both bats, because if Base summons the bats to travel across the screen slowly, and he comes in from behind them, it'll kind of put him at risk of being opened up, even at full screen.
And what a here and game number 3 for Mike is like trying to give us the classic, the 3-0 run back, if he can.
He could very well pull it off. He finds a medium break. A shadow counter out of the bat now and then would be nice to discourage all the pressure that Base is putting on him right now. He can't get overzealous with it, but it's an option. And right now, Base is making sure he doesn't get the opportunity to do exactly that.
Yeah, Base only needs one combo here, and there's the lockout. That's gonna do it.
And once again, we're evened out.
Even cashing out early still gets a mean big girl 34%.
That's what happens when you give up your own life to take somebody's life, and there's a shadow grab from Mike. We're going for a ride, Mira. Or not so much, because instead, charge him an instinct dash, even though he's already got instinct in play. Interesting decision making from Mike there, but he is on the verge of winning his first game.
Just needs one more hit.
Oh, nice dash under for an anti-air. Don't forget Mira's damage output and her life regained that Base is taking use of. Oh, good block on that cross-up.
Oh, and here we go!
This is a Class A example of a commentator's curse. I tell you a shadow counter is a good idea. I tried exactly that, and it just about cost him the match, but he might still be bringing it back. Base cannot miss here.
Oh, and he's just got DP. Very good reaction from Mike and Ike.
We saw the heartbreaking drop for Base cost him their last match, and he's looking to take some revenge, as long as he doesn't let Mike find all these opportunities. I think he tried to jump those bats, but ended up getting opened up because it was summoned way too close to him, and he's a large hitbox character, so it doesn't help his case. Oh my god, Base going right to work. Oh, that whip leading over to a DP.
Oh, very good pop on the instinct. Popped it after the first hit.
He completely forgot Mike had instinct at the ready. That feeling when you try to shout a counter and react to it and you completely forget they have their instinct available, but it's actually not going to cost Base all that much. Could have built back a little bit more life for himself, but nevertheless, this is an amazing start for him.
Already didn't get the full combo whip punish there on the shadow grab, but that's fine. Base still has such a health lead and everything working now.
Dude, did you see that roundhouse and the range that it covered? And that shadow counter on that heavy triplet from Base? He's just all over this man right now.
Doing an early break. He's got to try to mount some kind of health back, but man, Mike and Ike is just falling apart right now. Every
cross up or not cross up. Will he shadow triplet? No, he will dash through and get a DP. You got tick throws. If he wipes out Base's green health, the silver health will not matter anymore, as you just seen right there.
Alright, one counter breaker, one lockout, and Mike and Ike is back in this.
But he has to be careful because he has no resources and Base is sitting on all of them. Instinct? No, he blocked the cross up, but not the tick throw. Oh, the empty jump with the grab, and Base calling out the neutral jump. Mike immediately find that breaker into the low. No shadow counter from Base. Dash it out on reacting to that jump in that was such Beautiful play from base, but he dropped his ender.
And I'm not too sure if he dropped that or just didn't want him to put him in a situation where he could put on a break, and the cross-up is going to do it, and base takes it 3-1 to make it in the top 4.
I could have sworn I saw him go.
I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and this is a matchup that they feel that Tusk can definitely deal with all of Gargos' options. When the minions are out, he can check them.
Yeah, but right now DaaChronicle is kind of proving them wrong, checking him with that sweep. Oh, there is that deflect countering the sweep, but Tusk is too far away to convert. Baiting is essential when you're trying to parry your opponent's attacks and get combos of your own going. Nevertheless, that's a great bit of matchup knowledge right there, accounting for the hitbox from that sweep. You gotta give it up to Street. And you also gotta give it up to him for finding that breaker and keeping his positional advantage in the corner and deflecting that sky drop. But not accounting for that light breaker. I don't know what it is about these guys, but their immediate breaks after combo openers have just been so on point. And on top of that, DaaChronicle has 2 minions in play. Oh my god, Street parrying that drop bomb. Dive bomb, sorry.
And canceling it early, but the good reaction.
Oh
Instinct, and wow, that was just disgusting.
I for a second thought he was just gonna spite him, because Street was in instinct before he got grabbed. So DaaChronicle delayed the grab so as to drain the instinct before getting his follow-up, and then he tried to expect that breaker with his opponent, but it didn't work out for him, although he had his instinct to make up for that flaw in his judgment. And once again, 2 minions are in play. Finds the medium breaker in the portal punch and starts going right in. You gotta watch out for that minion. He's got anti-air by the Triton. Now that minion, I basically call a miniature Aquaman, and I don't mean you, Aqua. I'm talking about Injustice Aquaman.
Yeah, with that infamous Trident Rush.
Exactly, but it's not going to matter right now because Street is going down 1 game while his minions keep him pinned down.
And we'll see if DaaChronicle can to having a full circus on deck and both minions out, or as Blake likes to say, playing Marvel.
Exactly. Speaking of Marvel, I wonder who's hiding for Marvel Infinite. That backward quadruple jump, allowing him the opportunity for a whiff plunge and Street breaking immediately. And canceling, I'll try to shadow counter that shadow portal punch. I respect the effort, but the timing for that is very difficult to get down. Because it hits so many times. If I try to shadow counter Cinder's Shadow Inferno.
Oh, heavy lockout. He's got the bar here. This was some big damage.
And it almost did the trick, but DaaChronicle had just enough health to get that breaker. Will was chip. Oh. Grabbed out of the start of that like normal. Immediately cancel sweep into his instinct to make it safe, and there comes the minion. That was a good punish on the minion, but it left him open to DaaChronicle's portal punch. A punish for a punish.
Hanging on to that 1% of health is DaaChronicle. Very, very smart stuff. And gets out the second demon, and here we go.
So it was very grim for Street. Again, a dive bomb to punish whatever it was Street was trying to go for there. That will definitely do a trick for Street, but he still has to worry about these 2 minions. Oh, and that heavy kick beating out his own fierce attack.
And so much
I gave us more use to Gargos' heavy kick than just countering projectiles. And it's definitely used that crouching fierce. Tusk like, you don't rule the sky anymore, demon. I got my instinct. And Gargos just laughs right in his face and grabs him.
And the counter break, that's gonna do it. And DaaChronicle.
I'm not sure what is more savage anymore. The 3 alive.
And going with the Peacock Gargos here.
Okay. I've always talked about how these character skins are very creative and whatnot, but this is getting ridiculous. but not as ridiculous as that portal punch beating out Street's DP. Very good defense of DaaChronicle. At that range, he couldn't really counter poke. Well, maybe he could try to sweep, but if is too slow to start up at that range. An immediate explosive instinct right away to keep Haggis instinct and just to get straight off him. Because Tusk one of the characters that can really take advantage of Gargos' weakness when he's an instinct. He can't block, and the armor will be completely ignored by heavy.
Good start from Street. That's how you get momentum. That's how you get back in these matches, being down 2-0.
That's also how you get back from being down in a match like this.
It calls both of them out immediately.
It calls both his minions?
Both of them getting a hit early, though.
And just like that, Street's got a lot of work to do. He's popping his own instinct, get that Shadow Shockwave, takes out one of the minions, and is in there, but that low is going to leave him open to a punish.
So far looking like a good use of Bar.
You know, I don't think I've seen Street go for one overhead after that Immortal Spirit. And that counter breaker, no punish on it. All he got was a poke. But he does get that jump in, and tries to go for counter breaker of his own, and he does not expect DaaChronicle to drop that combo for what looks like a setup with a drop kick. It looked like Street wasn't sure what side it would hit on. Well, comes right in for a counter breaker after that minion, and it doesn't work out for him. We've got some savagery from Street.
Oh, this is some swag right now. What is going on?
Now, the only downside of this is Street was not on his first bar, so no ultimate voice went so badly that a character switch would have been as necessary. Regardless, DaaChronicle finding his groove out of all these knockdown setups. And immediately breaking it medium manual. It's like he knows what options that will all be guaranteed after certain openers. Because although you could also have heavy there, but it would not have linked to the manual.
Oh, that was so smart.
But like I was saying, range plays a part in what manuals you can link off of your counter hit attacks at mid-screen. In the case of Tusk Heavy, it definitely starts up too slow for it to connect to manual, which is why he went for that medium. And I think DaaChronicle knew that as well, which is why he went for the medium breaker. It's kind of like when you're fighting Final, and he clips you, pop instinct, and then link the roundhouse manual. Because that's the only manual he could link with at that range when he threw it out, and not any other attack. So it's almost always a heavy breaker. And he can do light with medium manual.
Big lockout here for DaaChronicle, looking to gain this health lead and close out Street for the night.
Well, DaaChronicle was trying to trip him up with that cross-up, but Street not taking it. Shadow counter! I don't know what that Shadow Slide was about from DaaChronicle. Maybe he thought he had instinct, but if so, he misjudged it. Oh man, did he try and land a Demon Grab? No, but he attacked the Dark Tether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tries to go for a counter break, and Street does not bite again! And yet again, DaaChronicle finding another breaker after getting punished. He's really been able to make up for all these mistakes he's making in the match.
It's a big win there, and the counter breaker, here we go!
He's gonna do it. DaaChronicle has advanced to top.
Here we go. Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. We'll see if the mobility of Jago can stop Waterhorses from getting any momentum built, even full screen, with those hails. We've already seen him get hit out of 2 hails from these projectiles.
That's probably going to be the key deciding factor for Jago here. Get increased mobility as opposed to the original Jago. It's already making a difference in a matchup like this. So it wouldn't surprise me if you see Jago mains having Shadow Jago as a pocket character for Glacius, especially with the fact that his wind kick has now been made a much less safer option in the last patch. And right now, DaaChronicle winning out on all these air exchanges, well, he was until that jump kick took away a large chunk of health because with a counter hit. Some more dive kick would help his case, and throw some third slides. Although I understand why he's not going for it, because if it gets blocked, he could get thrown into the corner, and that's not what you want to be against Glacius.
Yeah, not with all that hail accident. That was such an early breaker, and Waterhorses pressing the button. Last couple frames, and DaaChronicle off to a great start here, not letting him get anything going, not getting cornered and eating all of that hail pressure in full screen, just checking him with the projectiles and getting him off of both with the air projectile, then the ground projectile. Great start here from DaaChronicle. Hello.
confirming on the Fireball Shadow Linker. Amazing reaction from DaaChronicle. And began beating out that hail. Waterhorses cannot summon hail that distance at all. Nice forward heavy kick. That is such a good button. Not only is it a heavy, so it'll ignore the armor. Oh, gee, I think he tried to punish the recovery of Liquid Dives and it didn't work out for him, and it cost him all of Instinct. Oh, and that Fireball actually moved him forward enough to avoid that cross-up puddle punch, but it still leaves him open to a punish. However, now Water's Instinct out of the equation, and he is sitting on 2 bars. That Fireball will interrupt some blockable. Good Shadow Slide. Okay, DaaChronicle needs to get himself out of that corner. He jumps on that Shadow's shoulder. It's called jumping out, but that's not going to matter that much to him because there's no way of a Glacius fall off of that. Alright, this time the hail is starting to beat out Shadow Jago and the Fireball War a little. I don't.
Oh, and the risk right back. And that's going to close it out.
That's it.
Oh, the drop, but it
That's
takes it right back up.
Next up for the cross-up dive kick, and that's going to take it. We're looking at a slight adjustment in the grand finale top 8. Oh, that grab whiff from that dash. That forward jump was just what Waterhorse needed. And now he can apply his hail the way he wants to. Good back jump to avoid that unblockable.
And autocorrects to the teleport.
I wonder if instead Shadow Jago could dive kick before the unblockable hit to get past that hail and punish. Because Glacius is basically a sitting duck if he waits an unblockable. Well, there it is, but he did it a little too late.
And there's one adjustment I've seen already from Waterhorses, that once he gets the hail out, he's content with just blocking and waiting for the movement from Chronicle to try to get in.
Oh. That would have been a good idea. He had a little more meter to surge on that dive kick to make it safe, but it does not work out for him. He give him a slide. Oh, gets the pizza cutter, boys. Jump heavy that hits 3 times and has a very aggravating hitbox. He got juggles. Oh, delayed the Shadow Linker with that cancel, dashing right under that jump kick and getting a DP anti-air, but no follow-up.
And 4 jabs into a Shadow Shoulder to close that out.
You know what's so heartbreaking about that? If a Dark Tether was still attached and he blocked that Shadow Shoulder, he would have been able to do a Shadow counter that cost him half a bar and half of Waterhorse's bar. That punish on that armor. But because of how the punch armor adjusts his juggle velocity, it caused DaaChronicle to drop his search DP follow-up. Nice block on that cross-up puddle punch again. He evens it up just like that.
DaaChronicle needs this win. Keep the momentum in his favor, trying to make it in the grand finals, trying to win the whole thing tonight, trying to make it in the finale.
He's not that far away from making it happen. Waterhorse making use of his Liquid Dive to basically anti-zone. Because you don't want to give Shadow Jago meter by blocking his fireballs.
And
I don't know about that Shadow Shatter.
Yeah, it doesn't actually get the combo, a little too late in the hit stun of the hail.
If you're going to challenge him in the air, some dive kick will really help your cause. Wow, DaaChronicle has been so wrecked with that counter breaker and it's just not really working for him. Third fireball for Dave. I would be a little less greedy with that meter because he's down on life right now and needs to have some offset and punch that zoning, which he's not going to get an opportunity to do. Waterhorse is tying it up 1-1 when Glacius is descending from his jump. And no problem, Street. We're glad you can play and cross up. And I think DaaChronicle's rocking, is that the color 11 skin?
I don't know, but that thing is sexy. But Waterhorse is picking up where he left off in the last game. And like I said, the adjustment I like that I've seen from Waterhorses is when he puts the hail on, he's just playing much more patient.
I like that. That fireball trade with the Shadow Shatter. But the trade still favoring Waterhorses. Nice air surge fireball. Oh! What the heck? I got nothing to say to that, but that just tied it up for DaaChronicle. But he jumps backward onto that Shadow Shatter. somehow able to counter break without even hitting him with slide. What kind of tech is that?
That's a new tech for me, and we're completely even. 1-1 and dead even on health. These two both on their final health bar.
Yep, and DaaChronicle's Instinct is still in play. No point in the Demon Grab now because Instinct running out, but he is draining away at Waterhorses' meter. And speaking of meter, Waterhorses blows that shadow counter. You gonna catch out here? He'll do that and build the meter back. Battery Enders do the least amount of damage as opposed to all other Enders in the game, save for a select few. But he is building his resources, which is exactly what he wants in a matchup like this. Solo rush into the Instinct, but DaaChronicle has all health bar to work with. He has plenty of opportunities to fight his way out of his corner.
Yeah, all of that hill pressure is so hard to deal with. He can mix it up.
Right, if I were DaaChronicle, I would dash. That's exactly what he did. Wow, I gave him good advice. Have some of that, Aqua. And one of the weakest shadow cash outs in the game, but still putting Waterhorses on the verge of losing this game.
And a little off on that unblockable. Was Waterhorses, and just needs one more hit. And the slide.
He does not block that slide. Let's do it for DaaChronicle.
That was a slide from the third. I gotta love. I'm sticking with this. He's the only player I think to stick with the same color the entire time.
Oh, nice forward dash into a DP, canceling straight out of a dash to punish that forward jump. Where if he just did a raw DP, it would not work because he would have gone straight up into the sky rather than up and forward like Jago's regular DP. So very nice stuff in DaaChronicle. That's called knowing how to use your character. Oh, and General ROM theme is playing from my end. I don't know what theme is playing from yours, but I am loving how epic this feels right now. No cash out opportunity for DaaChronicle, but he will get broken instead of a knockdown setup. Oh, no block on that. Man, again, the immediate break as a combo opener, just so much on point. But that one was not. You don't want to lock out against this character, so I would definitely limit your amount of times you try to guess break against this character. Or do that. No block on the overhead. Oh, that hail almost clipped him. That Shadow will seal the deal, but not before taking a bit of health from Waterhorse in return. Oh, a dash into the dive kick. If he was reading about Liquidize, it was an incredibly good read. And now, once again, they're going down to their last life bar.
And even.
Dash up. Again on reaction on forward jump, and this time getting a grab and trip guard. Good block from a dive kick, but no punish from Waterhorses that could really hurt him. And a shadow slide on reaction to that hail. Don't know what that shadow was about. Again, an anti-air off a dash into the DP.
Oh, and here comes the mix from DaaChronicle.
The horses this time. No cash out here, but we're still going for a ride. Watch that Instinct. And oh, DaaChronicle got caught pressing a button. Good jab check from Waterhorses. He's got to stay away from him until that armor goes away. That lockout happened at the very end of the combo, so not that much damage for him, but he keeps this shot. Lockout right away. This will not do it yet. Oh, no.
And here we go.
Oh, no, he could have beat right there.
Game number 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Making some notable adjustment, especially with that Liquidize, in order to slow down Shadow Jago's meter build, which is what you want to do against a character like this. Yet again, a good anti-air. Finding the overhead. Oh, already committed to an ender, not recognizing the lockout. And puts himself into the corner with that dive kick linker. Definitely not a decision that I support. But I did support that dive kick beating out that grab. Alright, DaaChronicle has no reason to go in at this point. So what if he's liquidizing all of these fireballs? Point is, he's keeping Glacius out and coming out of the slide at just the right time. There's the Instinct. If I had DaaChronicle, I would get away. Nice crouching mid-kick to strip the armor away, but he gets no conversion off of it. Alright, Waterhorse is keeping a bar, not maximizing the lockout damage. Oh!
And gets the lockout. This could potentially be that bar.
It will be.
And just like that, Waterhorses Everything came off of that dash in into the instant cancel. Finally found his way in, and man, did he capitalize off of it. And same thing from the DaaChronicle here, fighting his way in. He'll capitalize, and he'll have...
Getting breaker, he hanging on to pixel of life. DaaChronicle should have done the shadow slide right there would have gotten out of that hail setup. You need to find that last pixel, and there it is.
Lost
it.
It
is it. Will DaaChronicle make it to grand finals and keep his grand finale dream alive? Beating out both those hails. Driven into DaaChronicle, the Glacius has no teleport. Third slide after the instinct. And backdash to narrowly avoid the unblockable, trading with that Shadow Shatter. Waterhorses wasting the bar. And Dark Chapter coming into play. Sharing is caring, boys. Will he cash out here? Oh no, that was a dropped input from DaaChronicle. He did not want that the Shadow Fireball at all. He backdashed him into a hail. It dropped. Oh, never mind. Gets the punish. And immediately gets potential damage from the last combo to make up for that drop. Oh, no way!
Oh my gosh, just like that, DaaChronicle is going to move into grand final.
Finding a perfect balance between going ham and then playing it slow.
Because he played perfect against Mike and I. I mean, the cross-ups.
Savage into jump to the ground. I think he got caught trying to press the button to punish that jump.
Base doesn't want to eat any of this mix.
I think he tried to roundhouse that heavy jump, but it's not exactly as fast as normal to view, then it lost that grab. Or maybe he tried to go with something else. But whatever it is, Hologram is the one with all the momentum right now. He's basically fighting not only for himself, but for DaaChronicle. Talk about double the pressure. No direction on that bat setup. And the counter breaker of that DP is going to take the first bar from base. I don't know why Hologram didn't go for a battery ender, however. Granted, he's already sitting on full meter, well, close to it, but still. The Shadow Grab will whiff, but base getting a back miss into a whiff punish. I don't know how I feel about that. I think if he just committed to the jump and then crossed up on the way down, it would have worked.
And oh, I think that he read grab there, getting eaten by the overhead and a tech throw off of Crouch Strong.
Base has an instinct. He jumped that Shadow Grab. And because part of his ball is already silver, that's gonna be some good damage for him. But he has to be very careful because he's really putting his life on the line here. No pun intended.
Yeah, already in danger. One more hit. And he has read every...
Back.
He has read every single tick throw that Hologram has thrown him. Insane.
And
well, almost every
got caught. Press the button after that Shadow Bat block screen. Perhaps a DP. And speaking of DP, a whiff and puts him right in the corner. Jump right to them that too. Jump that Shadow DP wake up, and that will be a whiff punish. Look at all the potential damage. Base finds one more opening, and that could be it. He gets the cross up.
Oh, clutch break from Grim. Let's see if it pays off.
Oh, that's a flip out. Into a tick throw. What was killed? Not yet. And he can't miss here. That's gonna...
Alright, here we go.
Let's see some HWs in that chat in support of Hologram. Let's all see the Ultra Arcade emotes for base.
Let's see, guys. Who do you want to see take this match? Up 1-0 is Hologram. Base trying to mount some sort of comeback and get into this semifinal match. Oh, and the drop kick.
Oh, base.
Reaching far enough.
A delayed drop kick from the DP catching base trying to punish it. Very tricky stuff in Hologram. Oh, punishing that instinct dash startup. I don't know what that was about in Hologram. I think it was an input error. Maybe tried to go for Shadow DP the other way, and he used the left bumper, which is the default input for all three punches. And also how he gets his instinct dash when he's not in instinct. No punish on that DP because Thunder is already in instinct. So it allows him dash cancels off his drop kicks, making for a semi-safe setup. I say semi-safe because if you expect that dash, I'm pretty sure you can still punish after blocking the drop kick. What a whip punish from base, exactly what he needed. Quite a life spike there, but it should be going away now.
And all of that zoning got Hologram off that instinct so early.
But all it took was that one Shadow DP, and they lost all its silver health. Good Shadow counter! And a quick level 4 Ender. They have much more health to work with this time, so a comeback is less likely, but here comes the tick throw, and they did a hard knockdown. What's the mix? Anti-jump overhead. I think Base expected him to land in front.
Oh, it cashes out with the big damage coming off the second bar.
Right when I talked about how Base had a better life advantage to work with for preventing a comeback here, as opposed to the last game, Hologram just... Dramatic difference there for sure. And Base is locking himself into Mira. I don't like his last life, though. First opening going to Base. Last two games didn't go too terrible for him. Well, maybe the second game did, because that was a real master comeback if I ever saw one. But then again, it is Thunder. You don't want to make a mistake against this guy, let alone Hologram. But right now, Base hasn't taken a single hit. Well, up until now. And he's in the corner now. Well, he was until Hologram decided to let him out for some reason and then put him right back here in that flip out. But it's not ready for that reversal grab, disrespecting that flip out.
And that dash has been crossing up all night and finally not crossing up. Opens up Hologram, but doesn't get a full combo for his efforts. And Hologram mounting a comeback as that potential health is...
Basically got to build his health back while he still can manage to miss away from that DP.
It has to open up, otherwise he, is just going to get chipped out or hit out of that bar. And now it's not looking so grim for Hologram.
Full resource for Base, so anything can still happen. That's that tick though set up even after eating below. Lockout from Hologram. One more opening for Base will do it. Here comes the bat. And that Standing Fierce is gonna get stuck by that invincible DB. Which I thought had lost invincibility in the past patch, I guess not. Oh, that cross up with. Good block! And he found the punish with the Shadow Bat regardless and managed to link a manual. We got ourselves a match, boys. Base is on the board. Running back 2 more games to not only get us to the grand finals, but to keep the Chronicle the dreams of the grand finale alive. The first hit going straight to Base. Right? Base quickly getting his space. Not the right kind of spacing you want, though.
Oh, and the connection going crazy. And you saw hitboxes just flying everywhere.
I should mention, though, Base all the way on the East Coast, and Holograms in California.
Great read on the tick throw.
Alright. The lag seems to have evened out. Alright. Checking the connection. That's why you see these random jabs in full screen, trying to make sure that what they're in right now is still playable. Alright. Looks kind of good now.
Oh, but the moment that Hologram jumps.
And now Mira's instinct is on the board. But basically quickly giving him access to his Hologram's own instinct. Just like to break that drop kick. Shadow Bat will actually anti-air for a slight little juggle there. And Base trying to get a trip guard, but Hologram is ready to disrespect him with that DP. You might say that Base should have expected that DP, but the reality is, Hologram might have conditioned him enough DP to actually command grab in that situation. And that's why grab was so intimidating to deal with up close. Especially Thunder. Alright, that Shadow Grab linked in the combo, so it won't do as much damage, but it is still going to put him in a strong position. Good quick punish. Get the quick cash out. And a juggle. Oh, he's still alive!
And just a little bit of health to play with. Base still has 1 bar, could do some decent damage if he opens up, and the crouch fierce anti-airing behind him.
Oh, not that much health to get back. But Base is still alive, that's all that matters. All of his health bars now silver. If he takes any chip damage, that's it. Oh, An anti-air command grab to get health back, but he still cannot afford to take any damage.
And
trip guard, no follow-up. Gets the jump in. He can find one more opening, but he's trying to be very careful because Hologram has instinct. This is tournament life for Bait and DaaChronicle. Will that be a DP? No, be a backdash in the back, but no opportunity for him to punish. Dash up into the low trip lax, and Hologram has just... that Shadow Jago is. Oh, no DP on that neutral jump. That's a bad start for DaaChronicle already.
A great backdash, nice. Put a great whiff punish in return from DaaChronicle.
Try and dash with a fireball to get clipped on the second fireball. Finally comes in the drop kick and tries to go for a meaty command grab, but DaaChronicle showing that he's just as courageous with his use of the DP. Yeah, still looking kind of choppy on my end. We may have to restart this lobby after this match is done with. Oh, that third fireball blocked that plus. It's actually going to put Shadow Jago at a slight amount of plus range, which is why he got that counter hit immediate. Oh, delayed overhead. Gonna clip him on counter hit, but he drops the follow-up. Can't punish that. I like how DaaChronicle opted to retreat instead of trying to punish after that blocked drop kick because he knew that Hologram's instinct was still in play to make it safe, and then he risked all the counter breaker. Dive kick through that DP? Was a kill. Oh, okay, we got ourselves a Nash.
The perfect amount there. And now DaaChronicle just has to keep this big man out.
He needs to zone him as long as he possibly can. And again, the reactive DP on the forward dash.
Took the risk.
I guess I guess that kind of was an okay choice because he didn't have that much health to work with, but the problem is he got put in the corner. Oh, what the? That crouching fierce anti-air after whip. Very disappointing for DaaChronicle.
Oh, and trying to meet this man with a bar.
At least he made him come off the bar. That's what you want.
Yep, and that's the third counter breaker that DaaChronicle has gone for. I think that at this point he needs to slow down a little bit.
Exactly. They're costing him more than they're helping him. Oh no, shadow counter on that trip lax. And he's in the corner. Where's the instinct? Confirmed that it was DP. He had Mira for a cash out, but Hologram finding the breaker. And the command grab actually not linking on that overhead, but still hitting it.
And a wicked DP of his own.
Because of that dark tether, he is giving us some Hologram's meter as well.
Down to anyone's
hit. Shadow fireball, and it actually caught the forward jump. He's gotta watch out that DP. Oh, backdash it, but no punish!
Oh, and it looked like they both met, and it froze for just a split second.
Yep, so I'm definitely not counting him out. Getting that neutral jump. We've got heavy meaties. Another heavy meaty. Hologram not blocking any of this. Maybe, I think because DaaChronicle is walking forward after all those roundhouses and expecting a grab.
Oh, big counter breaker early.
But he did not expect that counter breaker of that DP.
And look,
cash out.
68 grown man percent to start off game number 2.
DP? No DP? Oh, okay, that was even better. He popped his thing, confirmed the punch with drop kick, and went for it. And just look at that! 48% health gone. Like, I blinked and already both players are one hit away from stealing out the round.
Oh, and the connection going crazy there in the middle of that dash. And that DP, in any kind of slowdown, I mean, any kind of quick cross-ups like that, incredibly hard to block.
And not punching that drop kick, probably expecting the dash cancel. Oh! DaaChronicle was so lucky that that last hit killed, because if it didn't, and he didn't buy the counter break, he would have been losing a lot more health before going into the last round. By DaaChronicle, I would sit back and lane him out. You gotta watch your range on that ankle slicer, or you're going for a ride.
That was crazy how just a hit stun off of it to go for the tick throw.
When you flip out.
Oh!
What a shadow counter!
On the stand heavy.
And a reset. Close roundhouse.
Good combo break.
The one time, that's gonna be it.
Able to react
one time
accordingly.
Idea for DaaChronicle to counter break, and he doesn't do it, and is now down 2 games. I'm also seeing the byproduct of all that conditioning that a Thunder player has been applying. Because we've seen crucial times where DaaChronicle let something unpunished because he didn't want to have to deal with the dash cancel nonsense, since Thunder was still an instinct. And the one time where it would have been a good idea for him to actually counter break.
There we go.
And he doesn't counter break. Okay, goes with battery end on the counter break. Still respectable 45%, builds some meter back. Oh! Because he stirs that dive kick, that shadow counter was no good.
Oh, drops his combo off the manual linker.
As a reminder, hologram is on tournament point. That will be a cash out. DaaChronicle looking at a very hefty life lead. Oh, that could have been a whiff punish on that triplax. DaaChronicle immediately breaking the drop kick. It doesn't quite kill.
He needs one more hit. Very good use of teleport to get out of those.
Oh, and that shadow grab just reaches him at maximum range. Oh, that light kick not giving him enough hits done with that ankle slicer to connect, and that will be a dive kick to take the round.
On the throw, into the throw. The ultimate mix-up. And
oh!
Very good.
And we got punish again. Now that is how you use Shadow Jago's instinct.
Hologram trying to catch the backdash with that Shadow DP. Paying off as he ate half of his health for it.
And that forward fierce is dash cancelable as you just seen there, and that in turn allows him a mix-up off the dash itself. Will he DP, will he dive kick, or will he grab? But DaaChronicle is still sitting on a hefty life lead, but this kick damage is going to give Hologram instinct. But he's not going to block that overhead.
Uses a bar.
And that one doesn't work out for him, but he still makes up for it with a third fireball. We got an ultra. DaaChronicle is not out of cross-up just yet. If he can run this back 2 more games. This time he does not get the overhead, but Thunder's got no way to punish that overhead.
Oh my gosh.
Oh lord.
That was a lot.
Oh.
That's a lot of jumping around, and we have a disconnect.
Yeah, Hologram opting to DQ himself. Acknowledging that the connection issue must be coming from his end because he's been unable to join the lobby multiple times. I really would hate to end the last week of cross-up like this on such an anticlimactic note.